I'm gonna leave in the description some links to some of the things that I was talking about that are happening to queer folks around the world right now. And I'm also going to link down some charities that Sophie herself supported, like Black trans charities, since especially, you know, this is Black History Month, and statistically, as we know, Black trans women are at a particular risk when it comes to their lives and when it comes to being respected. And so I think it's important to uplift those voices, just like Sophie did during the Black Lives Matter protest in June. So hello everyone, my name is Happy Black Legends, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Yes, so I do apologize for my current setup. I just moved and I have spent the day unpacking and sort of decorating my room. My room actually looks really cute, y'all just can't really see it that well. But that being said, this video is kind of like a check-in video. It's kind of like a hi, how are you doing? And there is something that I do want to discuss that's a little bit more serious. But before I get into it, I do have two people I would like to thank. That first person is being Charli. Thank you so much, Charli, for joining my YouTube membership program. It is really appreciated. I'm so sorry that it's taken so long for me to thank you. It's been like it's been longer than a week, but I haven't actually like filmed a video in a really long time. I've just been doing like live streams, and then like the last video I uploaded I filmed like a month ago, so but I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting me in that way. It means a huge amount to me. And I would also like to thank Hannah for joining my Patreon. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. It also means a lot to me. Links for all that shit is down below. I don't want that to be the focus of this video because this video is about something that's a little bit more serious. But yeah, like I mentioned, you know, I've been moving, and for those of you guys, sorry, my nose ring is a little fucked up. For those of you guys that have been sort of following that journey, you know how stressful it's been. And a few days ago, like actually the day of the move, I woke up and I had tried to like file my taxes, but there was something I did wrong and it was like really frustrating, so then I just like kind of gave up. And then I go onto Twitter and I kept seeing tweets about like Sophie, and I was like really confused, and I thought it was just like some sort of sick joke for a second. Like I was really confused, and sorry, and unfortunately, as most of you guys know who probably clicked on this video, Sophie has in fact passed away. For those of you guys who don't know who Sophie is, Sophie, sorry, I wasn't planning on filming a video about this topic, but I want to like talk about it because it's just, I'm sorry. For those of you guys who don't know who Sophie was, she was an extremely talented music producer. And she's worked with so many people in the industry over her lifetime and career, and she was sort of a queer icon, really. And I personally got into her music like when I was 15 or 16, and her music has followed me throughout so many stages of my life, like, you know, college, and then dropping out of college, and then like homelessness and sort of like battling things like that. And her music, like she really had the capability of like taking you to like another world that was just hers. And when you listen to like a Sophie produced track, like you can clearly tell. Some of my favorite artists that she's worked with, obviously, ゚Charlixcx, Lady Gaga. I know she's worked with Shy Girl as well, Arca. So those are just some of the few people that she's worked with. that I do love. So her music has been really involved in my life, and I know Sophie would be okay with me crying because she literally has a song called It's Okay to Cry, so I know she'd be okay with it. But when I edit these videos and I start crying in a video, it makes me like really upset. But anyways, so her music has been with me many stages of my life. And her death was really hard because like the way she died was so tragic, and then like it totally wasn't her time to go. I think that's what like hurts most about this, is that like it wasn't her time to go. Like it really was not her time to go. She had so much more work to do on this planet. I truly believe that. You know, she inspired so many people. She inspired musicians, she inspired queer folk. She was just such a pioneer and such an icon. I was watching this stream a few days ago, and someone said we wouldn't have 100 gecs if it wasn't for Sophie. And I totally think that's true, you know? And it just, my heart goes out to her family and her friends, like the people that actually knew her, because I didn't even know her. And, you know, her passing has really impacted me really badly. The morning of, I cried for like 3 hours. I was just so devastated. And for those of you that don't know how she passed, she was at her house in Athens, and she wanted to look at the moon, the full moon, and she climbed up and she slipped and fell and she died. And that's like just, that's just the craziest shit to me. It really is. It's like, it's so crazy. And one thing about her passing is like, in a way, I've felt like kind of stupid for like being upset over her passing. But the truth of the matter is like, and I felt upset about it because it's like, you know, parasocial relationships. Like, I didn't know Sophie in any way. Like, you know, she never knew me. I always assumed that I would see her live one day. Like, I always assumed that I would see her like opening for like at a ゚Charlixcx concert. Like, or I always assumed that I would go see her like DJ one day. I just always assumed that I would see her live one day. But I never met her. She didn't know me. So, you know, parasocial relationships and all that, and I do think it's important to acknowledge that, and I do think it's important to remember that, like, the people that you follow online, like, you don't actually, like, know them, like, you know, and things like that. But at the same time, it also is equally important to acknowledge the impact that, you know, people have on your life. If you guys are on Twitter, you might have seen ゚Charlixcx trending, and as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, ゚Charlixcx and Sophie have a long history of working together. They've worked on so many projects together. Some of my favorites, like Vroom Vroom, Trophy, Lip Gloss, of course. There's like more than that. Those are just like the few that can come that came to mind. And so ゚Charlixcx was trending. Charli, to my knowledge, has not yet publicly commented on Sophie's passing, which I feel like she shouldn't really have to, like, you know, and I totally respect her not wanting. So this hashtag was created, #HereforCharli, and it was created as like sort of a way for Charli's angels, which are her fans, to sort of say like, we got you through this like tough time, and we love you, and we're here for you. And for some reason, the tag got like hijacked by like Charli, like the Amarillo or whatever. First of all, like I don't know the difference between Charli and Dixie Cup and Addison Rae. Like, I don't know the difference between any of them. They're all three the same person. They're just the TikTok girl. Like, I have no idea. Like, when I think of them in my head, I picture Kendall Jenner. Like, I just don't know. But she like tweeted like, OMG, I'm looking at the tags, and I just want to say like thank you guys. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if you had spent like any time, like if she had claimed that she had actually looked through the tags, like they're all about like Charli XCX. Like, I don't even know how you can like what the hell is wrong with you? Like, are you that stupid, or are you doing this for like some publicity? Like what's going on? And I think what led me to make this video is because it was so insulting. Like, I was actually like really insulted like when I saw that tweet, because I was like, in a way it just felt like she was like, taking away like the moment from like queer people who are like literally mourning. Like, I don't know, I know that sounds traumatic, I don't know, but like it was just like, I just felt like really insulted. Maybe I'm just really sensitive right now, but I just felt like really insulted. And I felt like, oh my god, like why do these people, why does she have what she has? Like, why does she have what she has? Why can't someone who's better have access to like the money and platform that she does and use it for like good things? And then same thing with like Sophie. It's like you have people like Ted Cruz like lurking around on this planet, someone who's contributed like absolutely nothing, and he's still here, but Sophie had to go. It's just like, oh, this sucks. It just feels so wrong, you know? Like, I don't know, sometimes like life just feels so wrong and just rude. I don't know. Sorry, this video isn't like really that coherent, and my wig is disgusting and I look like a hot mess. But I just kind of wanted to like express my feelings, because like I have been crying a lot about Sophie's death, and I have felt like uncomfortable about it, because it's like I didn't know her, you know, but I do keep crying. And it's kind of weird because I've been listening a lot to her music, and like it's crazy because these songs I've been listening to for years now, they just sound so different. And you know, her music has always made me dance and it's always made me happy, but now when I listen to it, it just makes me like, of course, like the beat is amazing and it still makes me really happy, but it just makes me really sad at the same time. And I think I just made this video because I want people to be exposed to Sophie. A lot of people have commented saying, you know, I didn't really know who Sophie was, but this is sad. And I think that's sad too, that people didn't know who she was, because she was so talented and she really inspired people to just live life as themselves and live authentically. And she was so talented, and it's really sad. And oh god, I'm just like such a mess right now, I'm sorry, but she was an icon. I still can't believe it, honestly. Like, if you don't know who Sophie is, before you clicked on this video, I think you should listen to her music, because her music is just so amazing, and she was such a talent, and she just completely pioneered and paved the way and added to the already existing space that, you know, queer and black people had in the world of hyperpop and like house electronic pop music. You know, that world is dominated by queer people, and she definitely contributed. I mean, she worked with so many people in the industry. I mean, there's people that I love that I didn't even know she actually worked with. So, you know, like, it's just really sad. I think it's really unfortunate, like, you know, what Charli did. I think that's really rude, and I hope she apologizes. Like, even if it was like a genuine mistake, I hope she apologizes. I don't think she will, because I just, based off of what I've heard about the TikTok people, they don't really give a shit. So, again, I do apologize if this video is kind of all over the place. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you are finding yourself like really upset about Sophie's passing, or I guess like any celebrity's passing, like just know like it is okay. Like these people obviously, you know, had really important roles in your life, you know, even if you didn't know them personally, and it is okay, and like literally it's okay to cry, like, you know, it really is. I just want to give like a hug to all the like queer and trans people around the world right now, because there's so much bullshit going on, and there's a lot of like anti-trans stuff going on right now too, and it's really sad. But Sophie has inspired so many, and there's gonna be so many new artists that were created from her, you know. This sucks, and we definitely lost someone really important, and I just want to give a big hug to all my queer brothers and sisters and siblings who may be struggling with this loss, because it does feel like such a loss. And on top of, like, you know, the atrocities that are happening around the world right now, it just feels like a lot. So I just want to give a hug to all of you guys. I love you guys, and you guys matter, and you guys are important. And if Sophie taught us anything, it is to live life boldly and to live as yourself, and that's what she did. I think that's what we should do as well. But sorry for crying. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate crying videos. It's like gross, and I'm a really ugly crier. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know. Sometimes I make videos just to get things off my chest, and sometimes I'm editing them and then I'll export them and then I'll upload it, and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't make this public. Like, maybe I shouldn't actually upload this, because this is just me talking. Like, who cares? But I think it is good to, like, publicly talk about, like, mourning and sadness, you know, like, because it's something a lot of us have had to deal with more often lately, too. So I hope you guys have a good day. I have really more cohesive, planned content coming. And like I said, I will be messing around with, like, the way I film. I might start filming standing up. I might film, like, I'm just gonna mess around. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Just remember that it literally is okay to cry, and I've been allowing myself to cry over it, because I feel like if I don't and I just bottle it up, later something super small is going to become really big, and I don't want to do that. So I've been allowing myself to cry, and it's crazy how much I've cried over the past 2 days. So obviously my body and my mind just needs this, so I don't know. But just remember that it is okay to cry. Just remember that. No matter who you are, no matter how old you are, no matter if you were like a super Sophie stan, or if you barely knew 1 or 2 songs, it's okay to cry. Just know that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry, I look disgusting, and I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, y'all. Bye.